think we are.
Oh no.
Interview off. There we go. That's a cool little setting that Restream has, by the way. But I hope you guys are having a great day. It's your boy Cade Collins,
And Olivia.
host of Finding Hope with Creators and Hope.dev. And I'm so happy and grateful to be spending this time with you. We got something pretty exciting that, Jim Rohn talks about. It's not what happens to you, it's about what you do about what happens to you. And there's ups and downs in business, just like there's vicissitudes of the market, there's vicissitudes in business and in life, as everyone coming out of 2020 and into 2021 I know experiences. So that being said, there can be ups and there can be bad days, but at the end of the day, no matter what type of call you're creating or having with your clients, with your customers, or with the people you're trying to grow with, they're all learning opportunities. And if we can approach it from a consistent attitude, this is something I'm working on as well. There's things that absolutely derail me. So how can I show up and just treat it like it's just another day at the office? This is a part of the system. This is a part of the platform. Learn to expect it, learn to anticipate it, and bounce back and move forward stronger and better from it. But I think that's the main goal, as well as how are we learning from any of the mistakes or any of the things that do happen. I think that's a critical component as well. So, we wanted to make sure to share with you something that's really unlocked so much of the content creation ability that we've been putting out there. Like, about 400 posts per week. There has been a range of 150 to 300. So maybe on a low week, we're in that realm. But I think that's really exciting, and it's a really great place to be, especially when we're in a place where we were struggling writing captions, hashtags, posting consistently. If anyone's ever been there, I've definitely been there, and trying to not necessarily just be an influencer or an expert, like have influence, right? Like, if you have something that you want to bring to the world, like if you can bring a gift, if you can bring some technology or software, offer, service, your own human touch or potential into someone's life and really bring value to them, what are we doing? What are we doing to make that happen and get that reach out there?
Share your voice.
And share your voice. And it can be so challenging and discouraging when you're sharing your voice and you're trying and you're showing up. You think you're showing up, but you're really not. All right. For example, like Instagram, right? You post once and you think your 1,000 followers are seeing that, but no, like it's maybe 10%. And that was like a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2018, 2019 metrics. So we don't even know what's going on with the algorithm nowadays. No one does. And if they're telling you they do, they're full of F. They're full of S, but at the end of the day, or they work for Facebook, maybe. That could be it, but maybe it's Mark. But long story short, what we want to do as well is unlock what is working today and really find ourselves with creators. But that's something that isn't necessarily evergreen. That's in this moment now, right? And so how can we prepare ourselves for the long term? How can we prepare ourselves with the process that we're walking ourselves through on a consistent basis? And that's where Gary Vee's concept of document, don't create is phenomenal. It's really fascinating, but he really isn't the originator of that, man. Like, my father in my life is absolutely that. I remember even before an iPhone, we had the wizard, the OG document, don't create. But he had this wizard, and he worked in San Francisco as an engineer for years or decades, and would drive to work and back. And I know this isn't really acceptable nowadays, but the other day I know he had that little wizard on the horn as he's typing. Don't worry, they're going like
So it was
1
a
mile per
smartphone.
hour. It was it wasn't a phone though.
Oh, like a
Right?
Palm
Yeah,
Pilot.
it was something like that. Yeah, but it was like it was called the Wizard, and it opened up like this, and it essentially was his brain. And I mean, I tell you, I remember the time that his wizard crashed. Oh my God, yeah, it breaks my heart just thinking about it. Can you imagine your iCloud data just got deleted?
Don't say such a thing.
Yeah, that's like Voldemort, baby. Oop. But anyways, long story short, like when we think about this concept though of document, don't create, that Gary Vee helps us think about, like what that unlocks for us is this potential to, one, remember, right? Like, this is where I get excited about it when we're in our 70s, 80s, 90s, like looking back at these moments. I've even looked back at these last summers, like when Livy and I got engaged, what was it, 9 months ago, the same day I quit my job and get all in on the business. Like, this is such a monumental time, pivotal time, and thank goodness, I followed and listened to people like Gary Vaynerchuk and Document Don't Create. I learned from people like Jim Rohn that said keep a journal. I saw and witnessed people like my father that were consistently documenting, my mom who's running business and was constantly writing in journals as well. So, I was able and fortunate enough to see this. And long story short, what we can do with this framework is unlock so much more than just entrepreneurship and sales and generation. I think that's content cash flow is absolutely one of the keys that you need to start implementing in your business. Content marketing is absolutely core there, but there's other not negative externalities, positive externalities, these unanticipated consequences that come out of it. And that's what leads us here today, right? Like I started practicing Document Don't Create strategically as an entrepreneur maybe 4 years ago. I got to see Gary Vee maybe in 2014, so it's about 7 years ago. But I've been documenting ever since I had an iPhone. Like and that's what's cool too, screenshots. By the way, anyone that's a mad coder, I'm just gonna give you an idea, man. Like, how can we make a screenshot and then it actually captures all the live links on the screenshot? So then you could bring that screenshot somewhere else and you can re-tap on all those links and it takes you to the place. Please make that. Just tag me. I would be so stoked. And that's the point of Finding Hope with Creators. So if anyone has a dope idea like that, or a dope coder, please comment their name below or their email address. Maybe we'll make something. Wouldn't that be dope? Yeah, that'd be dope. Comment their email address below. I would love it. Sorry, do you want to say something? I know I'm just going right now, and I don't mean it to be like that. So, like, do you want to interject into the story real quick?
I think what you were about to touch on, though, is that Document Don't Create not only applies to businesses and what you can do for your business accounts, but also what you can do for your personal life. Like, we have been able to document little moments that you literally wouldn't ever remember just from when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. Like, little memories like that are just going to slip through the cracks. And we've created a way to look back and be like, oh, remember that amazing meal at home? Not some fancy, special night of the year, Valentine's Day dinner meal. Just remember that nice meal that we had together in the old apartment. And we have a picture of it, or we have a video of me serving it and Kate getting excited. So Document Don't Create, it applies to personal life too, which, becomes the stories that you tell in your business.
These positive externalities, right? Yes. Like these unanticipated consequences that come through it. And that's what I was saying, like documenting strategically as an entrepreneur from Gary, and then how it led to this idea. I was an Eagle Scout, I was a Boy Scout, and then we always talk about, a campfire. And imagine you get to the campsite. We used to do 50-mile hikes in the summer, and you're exhausted, 10-mile hikes in the pack, 50 pounds. You get to the site, and you either build a fireplace or there's one because it's state park at the end of the day. But there's one already built there for you. So you scout it out. There's one, you lay down your packs, and then you go and collect some firewood, and someone goes to get the water. And long story short, what you would do is, that was a collection process, and it was exhausting. You're already coming off of an exhausting adventure. So what if you got to a campsite and
it was already there?
The fireplace was already made, and the wood was already put in a perfect position, a log cabin, and the kindling was already there, and on the stone there was a waterproof matches, and everything was already laid out there for you. And this is the concept as well, is like sometimes you prepare for yourself, and then some leaders, they prepare for others. And that's what the concept, the strategy that I want to share with you is this idea that we've unlocked, and I want to help unlock that for you. It's prepare, document, distribute. And a big piece of that is preparing, right? And understanding what is the intention with your content, what is the intention with your goals. And this comes down to the Simon Sinek's, the whys, what is your purpose here? What is the mission and reason that you're bringing this business, this entrepreneurial journey, or this relationship or this content to the world? Whatever it is you are documenting, whether it is your librarian job, your 40-hour work week job, or you becoming an entrepreneur, there is so much opportunity to document. But what you can do with that content after, if you went in prepared and knew what are your values, like health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community creation, your values within those 7 segments of conscious clarity all change radically, right? As Anthony Truck shared with us in one of our interviews, that your values change through time and place. Like your opinion on health and what you think health is has changed throughout your life and what it takes to be healthy. But what doesn't change are your principles. So here, what we do, Finding Hope with Creators, time, hope, and collaboration. Those are the principles that we instill, and those have stayed, like a true testament of time for us in our life, and that's what we want to bring and stand for in our lives as well. So for you, like, what are your principles? I'd love to know. Let me know below. I would be so curious to hear what are your principles, and then also add those values like health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community creation. Which one, like that? Which one resonates? Which one is the value that you're either focusing on,
And there's no
or means the
specific
most to
number
you?
either. You
Yeah.
can have one, you can have three, you can have seven.
No, there's 7 values of health, wealth, happiness, spirit, personal development, community, and creation. But there isn't always all of them dysfunctioning, right? There can be maybe only one dysfunctioning. There could be 3 that you're focusing on. Maybe there's all 7 that you're focusing on. But there are 7 values of conscious clarity. And this is where we're helping people identify as they're going into the content or documenting process, what are you documenting? And if you could learn to break out your life in these 7 values, and then you can start to then document, as Gary Vee said, what you're going to be able to do is share a authentic and genuine piece of your life. This behind the scenes of an entrepreneur, behind the scenes of an influencer, a creator, a workman, a librarian, a Safeway checkout clerkman, all these things. This is the content of the future, and this is how we're going to become more connected and more together than ever. When we have the courage to put our true authentic self out there, I believe that this is going to unlock our potential to collaborate and co-immerse and really understand how similar all of us truly are. So what we can do here with prepare, document, distribute is unlock things like Olivia's how much content do you have over the last 2 months or 2 years in terabyte form?
Over 1, but probably closer to 2.
Yeah, about 2 terabytes. I know.
Do you know how big that is, guys?
Yeah, that's a lot of photos and videos.
Can you break it down?
Yeah, that's I mean at least 1,000 gigabytes, which is a lot of photos and videos. So essentially, and that's in 4K footage. So these are the things as well. It's like as AI gets better, they're going to be able to take these frames and create a realistic world all around you just from screenshots, by the way. Like, this is already available today. Like, they can take one frame from a picture, you can take a picture, and AI can automatically create a scene all around in 360 based off what you're doing. Now, it's all computer generated. It's not necessarily accurate to what was actually there in that time, but what you're able to do is relive this moment. And that's why it's so exciting. It's like, as you're documenting, we don't even know the benefits, those positive externalities of doing so, the health benefits. Tim Ferriss in the 4-Hour Body talks about how do you document what you, or how, how do you put in the least amount of effort in to get the maximum result. And one of the things that he says gets one of the maximum results, especially of getting conscious of what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, is taking a picture on a consistent basis. Now imagine if you practice that over a lifetime. You would literally have so much data, and as technology got better and algorithms and analysis gets better, you might have one of the most sophisticated and tracked nutrition schedule ever. So these are little things, like, for example, being able to have AI edit your videos, being able to use other people edit your videos, crowdsourcing the edit of your videos. What if you could take the 10 or 20 best clips on your iCloud and let others use these? And these are just some of the proof source, some of the reasons that you need to think about the preparation, documenting, and distributing this, so you, one, aren't forgotten, so you, one, can stand out and bring your message to the world, and 3, you can also remember. Remember what it was like when you were young. And it's this idea of immortality that some preach, and you can revolutionize immortality if you document enough. You can truly have a relationship with those after you're gone, and that's what's exciting here, because Jim Rohn did that with me. I met Jim Rohn after he had already passed away, and that man absolutely revolutionized my life, where I was at, what I was doing, and what I was focused on, put me on a track that we sent in one of our emails today. That was really positive as well. So I think if you go to synergycollab.com / just go to synergycollab.com, enter yourself in the email sequence, you're going to get some sick emails that I want to get your way as well. So let us know below in the comments, how are you feeling about hope? How are you feeling about business? And how are you feeling about your content creation journey. You're probably feeling hopeful until I said that one. So long story short, let's get publishing. Let's get going. Prepare, document, distribute. This is a strategy, a framework that is led from people like Gary Vaynerchuk, being a liquor store clerk, running $100 million net business. People like Patrick Bet-David, being a military member, running a media empire. People, I mean, look at them all. It's so exciting to see what is possible if we can prepare, document, and distribute, and have that courage to do it on a consistent basis. I believe you can.
You can do it.
You got anything to say?
Just break it down. That has helped us tremendously, and prepare, document, distribute is the starting point for that, and then see what you need to prepare and go from there. It helps tremendously.
Okay, guys, I got something special for you for those that stayed around. I want to make sure.
I was curious.
Check it out, yo. This is the one, man. Oh my
like
gosh.
The OG sidekick.
Bro, yes, this is like the OG sidekick.
That is.
Yeah, that's that ish.
It's a full calculator too.
Oh, dude, full calc.
No way. And it crashed.
Oh, dude.
So my dad had a Palm Pilot. He had something like that.
Like what?
Like
this?
the silver one, yeah.
That's a Sharp, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
But he had a Palm Pilot.
The Wizard Shot. Oh, my dad got me something like this, bro. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I love my dad. Wow.
He's a good dad.
He's a great dad. Dude, that's crazy.
Memories. See? Prepare, document,
He got me a Sharp. I remember I was I was walking around school like so cool.
Oh, you probably thought you were so cool with that.
Heck of cool. Because it got the flip.
Elementary? Middle school?
4th, 5th. I think it was 5th.
Cool kid.
5th grade.
With your Heelys.
Yeah, check it. What you got a problem with my Heelys? Got a problem with my Heelys? Yeah, check it out. Bro, me rocking with some Heelys, 5th grade. Ah, good times. Dang, we weren't streaming. Just kidding. I love doing that.
April Fools.
It is. That's right. What up? I appreciate y'all. Shout out to CCX 21-day publishing challenge.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. This is the first YouTube exclusive. Let's make it happen.
First of many.
Live, baby. Peace. I always want to do that.